Running up these racks, I make 100 on a slow day. Pockets looking pregnant, all the chicken like Chipotle. Diamonds sitting crazy, water busting like it's OJ. Penthouse so damn high, it feel like sunset to my doorway. Lambo with no top, I hit the gas and watch the road sway. Made a milli while I sleep, I woke up richer than my whole state. Neck look like an ocean, I got water you can float in. 60 on the bracelet, 150 on the necklace. I just bought a yacht and named the motion, that's my side piece. Cartier collectors know I'm dropping on the timepiece. Shawty see the lifestyle, now she asking, can you sign me? I'm too busy counting up the bankman trying to find me. Flooded out the driveway. Ayy, whip come with a wide key. Labels throwing numbers, but they still ain't get beside me. Money on rotation like a planet, it's a time sprint. Buy it when I see it, buy it when I see it. I ain't thinking about no discounts. Money coming quick, I treat investments like a wrist mount. Shawty said she love me, told her love don't match my income. I don't chase a check, I wake up, breathe and watch the bank live. Switching lanes, I'm doing numbers, that look like a barcode. Every time I spin, I make it back, that's how my heart froze. Shawty saw my net worth, now she talking in third person. My closet like a gallery, spend millions on my wardrobe. AP full of pointers, ain't stone come with a passport. Running up these racks, I make 100 on a slow day. Pockets looking pregnant, all the chicken like Chipotle. Diamonds sitting crazy, water busting like it's OJ. Penthouse so damn high, it feel like sunset to my doorway. Lambo with no top, I hit the gas and watch the road sway. Made a milli while I sleep, I woke up richer than my whole state. Neck look like an ocean, I got water you can float in. 60 on the bracelet, 150 on the necklace. I've been cool and stacking play, trying to turn it to a MK. Say they really outside, but I ain't never seen them spin. Never ever.
Funny how it gets when you know what you know. They ain't got a soul with somebody trap, yo. Learning to touch when I'm on with the flow. I done it my own way, I know what I know. I follow the forces, learn to let go. Not my problem, not my
What's up, everybody? Welcome. Let me check the audio. Let me check the audio. All right, we're good. We're good. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Who's here? Who do I got here right now? A lot has happened in the last 7 hours. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, say hi, let me know who's here. I don't know if there's anybody new or returning people, but there's a lot going on, right? Let me just fix this. Do I have any of my OGs out there? Hey Palmer, welcome. I haven't seen you here. How you doing? I think everybody's sad today, right? It's a sad day. Woke up to this news, depending on where you are in the world, might have been evening time for you, right? Where when you found out that the U.S. government has suspended Fable 5, so RIP to Fable 5. What's the topic? So, well, I've been building a Thailand itinerary planner. That's what I've been building for the past, this is day 20 of me learning how to vibe code. So I guess let me introduce myself first because I don't know who's here. Looks like we have some new people. My name's Jillian. I am an amateur vibe coder. 20 days ago, I started learning and building in public. So you're not watching an experienced vibe coder or anything like that. Who you are watching is a solo female traveler. I'm originally from New York City, and 2 years ago, I moved to Thailand. So I decided to learn how to vibe code in public, and I'm building Thailand and travel apps as a means to help me learn. For the past few days, right, since Fable 5 launched, we have been experimenting with it and using it. And a lot of people told me, don't use Fable 5, right? It's going to eat up all your usage. But let me tell you, now I'm glad that I did, because now we can't use it. Are you talking about my app? Who is that? The Troman Show, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. So it's not live yet because we're still in the middle of building it, right? And with the launch of Fable 5, I did take a little bit of a detour. And I worked on a feature that I had already kind of beat to death, but I really wanted to see what the capabilities of Fable 5 were. And honestly, I was super impressed. It was giving me amazing ideas. And now we can't use it anymore. You're the first. Oh, thank you. I mean, I think it's just the nerd in me. A little bit about me. I'm a full-time math teacher. But I also have a creative side. So vibe coding has kind of taken the logical side of my brain and the creative side of my brain and kind of meshed those two worlds together. So I have really been enjoying learning and playing around with it and building my own apps. Nothing that I'm selling or anything. It's just things that I'm giving away to my community for free right now. A lot of my following, on social media, are people who reach out to me and ask me about moving to Thailand, traveling to Thailand. So I figured if I want to learn how to vibe code, let me build things for them to help answer the questions that I get on a daily basis. So the first thing that I did build was a Thailand cost calculator. That was kind of like a little baby app. It took me 7 days. And after that, I started building this Thailand itinerary planner. And I mean, it's a lot more intricate and a lot more involved than my first app. But I have to say, in the past 20 days, I've learned so much. And it's really thanks to the people who have been showing up in the chat every day. I've been learning from the community. And to be honest, the first day I started streaming, I thought nobody was going to join, nobody was going to talk to me. And I say it every day, but I'm so grateful for everybody that's shown up and who has helped me learn. It's been a great experience. But what are you guys thinking? Have you guys had a chance to play around with Fable 5 for like the 3 days that we had it? How are you feeling about all this? For me, as an amateur, I was really impressed with the ideas that it was giving me. But again, I'm just a newbie, right? So I know that people started using Fable 5 in their workflow. And I know that's kind of really messed up the plans for a lot of web developers out there. So I know it's a really sad day for everybody. But didn't get to use this phone before it chopped. Yeah, so that's what I was wondering. So I am a US citizen, but I live in Thailand. So I was wondering, when I first saw the news, I was wondering if I was still going to be able to use it. But look right here, when I reopened Claude, it says Claude Fable 5 is currently unavailable. I am familiar with BridgeMind. I am. I'm subscribed to his channel. I mean, he's like super advanced. So I'm nowhere on his level or anything like that, but definitely an inspiration. I mean, when I woke up this morning, it was his live stream that broke the news to me about Fable 5, actually. He like threw a funeral. Yeah, so it was actually from him that I learned about this, and then I listened to his live stream, and then I started reading up on it. It's kind of crazy. kind of crazy. But again, I'm just a newbie. I'm just a beginner. Yeah, I was waking up. It was like 7:30 in the morning or something like that here. I'm not just waking up now. Now it's 3 p.m. here. So yeah, 12 hour. I'm 12 hours ahead of you, the Truman Show. So yeah, I woke up at like 7:30 and I saw that he went live and it said Fable 5 funeral. So I was like, uh-oh, what happened? Why are we throwing a funeral? And that's where I got my information. That's where I got the news. I'm from New York. I'm from New York City. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. And 2 years ago, I moved to Thailand. What state are you in? Or you don't have to answer if you don't want to expose your location or anything like that. But you have to be in the central time zone. If I'm 12 hours exactly ahead of you, I think you have to be more central. Because I think in New York, oh, you're from Alabama. Oh, cool. Are you a vibe coder, web developer, manual coder? This is all kind of crazy though, because that means Fable 5 was like so freaking powerful if they had to shut it down. What do you think? You think that it'll be back up and running after the weekend or what? It's crazy though, because everybody who was trying it like just got so addicted to it, and I think it like changed the game for everybody's workflow. And I think in people's minds, like they already started to become super dependent on it, and now I think everybody has to rethink their plans. Not by Sunday, then the stock market will dip. Yeah, the stock market will definitely dip on Monday, and then what do you think? I don't know. All I have to say is, like, as a newbie, the day that Fable 5 dropped, people came into the stream and, you know, they know I'm not building anything halfway as intricate and involved as experienced vibe coders, and they told me, don't use Fable 5, you don't need it, don't put it on extra, you don't need it. But for me, as a learner, I don't really care about the tokens. I'll be honest with you. If it eats up my usage, it eats up my usage. That's how I'm going to learn. I just wanted to see what the capabilities were. So I'm really glad that I got 3 days with it to experiment with it, because otherwise then I would have never known. And that was my whole point. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm a newbie. I'm not building anything that serious, but I want to know. I want to know the ideas that it's going to give me, the suggestions that it's going to give me. And if I feel like it's not worth it, and I feel like Opus 4.8 would just do the same thing for me, then I'll switch. But I'm not going to know until I use it. You learn by doing. You know what I'm saying? That, like, that's the only way you learn, by doing, not by guessing, not by talking about it, not by reading about it. You have to actually do to learn. And I'm really glad that I did. Even though it was, you know, I was working on kind of unnecessary features. I was working on like flashy features on my app. I know what the capability is now. It gave me what I wanted. Let me see the chat. Hi, Carl. Welcome. I think it takes ages to come stuck in layers of bureaucracy. Yeah. And then we have, hi, Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm going to call you Sheesh. I'm not too familiar with American policy. Don't they have to show AI models to the government before official releases? Honestly, Sheesh, I'm not sure. I don't want to say too much about the U.S. government, you know, because you never know who's watching or who's listening. And, like, I'll just say there's a reason why I left the United States 2 years ago. That's all I'm saying. Do I have any tech background? I don't, but I do have a huge background in math. So I think that's why a lot of this all makes sense to me, and a lot of it is really fun for me. It's my math brain talking to me. And the people, my regulars that come in, I have a lot of manual coders that come into the chat a lot, and they know me, they know I have a background in math, and they always say like it's because of my math brain that I'm having fun with this, that I'm learning at the speed that I'm learning. Not that I'm, saying that I'm great at this or anything, but if you go back to day 1 and now it's day 20, I have made a lot of progress in the 20 days that I'm proud of. Hi, Mark. Welcome back. Was it really that powerful as seen by, it was an entry. Again, Mark, it's hard for me to really make that declaration, just because, I don't want to make any statements as an amateur. It's just from my experience, I thought it was giving me really great ideas for what I'm building, right? And I'm not building anything crazy, but I did think it was thinking outside of the box a little bit more than Opus for me. That's just coming from me on day 20. That's all I can say about that. It said how many people subscribe to the... You know what, Sheesh, I was just thinking about it. I hope one of my viewers that comes in often, his name's Interblaze, it made him buy a subscription, and he was on the fence about it, and he really wanted to try it, so he bought the subscription, and now I feel really, really bad. Because he bought it just for that. So you are right about that. It's sad. A lot of people did either buy a subscription or upgrade to the max plan just to be able to use it. Now they can't. It's kind of messed up. It says in the statement, in the weeks leading up to the launch of Fable 5, Anthropic worked with the U.S. government. Interesting, Carl. The Real Senzu. I love that name. Welcome. Fable 5 for me felt like magic all over again. Yeah, The Real Senzu. That's what I heard a lot of people saying. So again, for me, to be honest, what I am building, Opus 4.8 will be capable enough for me, but I don't make a living off of this. Some people, this is their work, this is their livelihood. And so for everybody's sake, I hope that it does come back. I don't really care that Fable is gone for now, because after June 22nd, it was going. Yeah, the Trollman show. I was thinking about that as well. I just kind of wanted a little more time to play around with it. I knew that I only had till June 22nd, so my mindset was, even though, like I said, people told me, you don't need it, it's going to gobble up your usage. I said, well, I only have a limited amount of time, so let me just play with it while I have it. Definitely thought I had a lot more time than 3 days. I do wonder if it comes back Monday or next week, or if they work things out, if they're going to extend that deadline. So Troman Show, I do hear you. Maybe for you and it was always temporary. Elon bailed them out with the data. Maybe they'll bring back 10-ish days. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm the Trotman Show. I keep saying true. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just saw that, and I thought Truman Show, yeah, okay, Trotman Show. It's crazy to me that Americans are leaving as foreigners. Sheesh, where are you from? I want to be careful about what I say. It's inspired by the Truman Show, to be honest. Okay, all right. So at least I'm not crazy. Sheesh, where are you from? There are so many reasons why I wanted to move out of the United States. A country from Europe. Okay. I will say, I think if you're not from the United States and you don't live there, I do think that they make it seem like it's something that it's not. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to get in trouble. The U.S. government is very powerful, obviously. I will say this, I didn't feel free there. And I'm from New York City. There's a huge dark cloud over the people in the United States and especially in New York, and everybody's miserable. And I felt like, you know, if you're surrounded by miserable people, it kind of makes you miserable. And that's not who I am by nature. So I knew I had to change my environment and change the people around me. I will say, after leaving, I've never felt more free in my life. I've never felt more free than I do now. And I'm surrounded by people who are actually human, which is such a breath of fresh air. So also, the United States is so ridiculously expensive, but that's besides the point. I do think if you're not from there, I think that it's not really all that it seems. Again, I don't want to, I love this conversation. Like, this is a conversation that, and I would love to have it with anybody off stream one day. I just don't, I'm scared. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too many, like, anything too negative. But if you join the Discord and you want my insight on that, I would love to talk to you, because it's a great conversation. Yes, all is monitored by the U.S. state now. They monitor you. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I just want to be careful about that. But I'll just say I have many reasons for leaving. Yeah, and you know, I did it all by myself. I just packed my stuff and moved and didn't know a single soul here. And, you know, I just figured if I hate it, I could always go back. But if I don't go, I'll never know. And it turns out to be the best decision that I ever made. So, no regrets at all. But yeah, so this is what it is, guys. And I got to continue my journey learning, and we're going to see, you know, we're just going to go back to Opus 4.8, I guess. And, okay, Mark, let me show you, and everybody who's new here, let me show you what I've built so far. So this is the Thailand itinerary planner, and it's made for, you know, somebody who wants to travel to Thailand but maybe is overwhelmed in the planning process and doesn't know where to start. So it generates a custom itinerary based on the user's interest. So let's say you want to travel to Thailand for 14 days and you want to make 5 stops, which could feel rushed, but some people are fast-paced travelers. They want to see it all, and some people only have a 2-week holiday, right? And they want to make the most of it. Departing from this, I actually have to change. I want it to be arriving in, right? Because departing from would be your home country. But this, what this means is, what airport are you arriving in? Most people arrive in Bangkok, so I'll leave that. Okay, well, let's say it's your first time visiting Thailand, but you like beaches, you like night markets, and you like nightlife, let's say. You can choose up to 3 interests. And we'll pick a month. Let's say you want to come in May. You can pick any must visits if there's something on your bucket list. Like a lot of people, they have to see PP Islands. So let's do that. Most people, if it's your first time traveling to Thailand, most people feel like they need to go to PP. And yeah, so okay. So then we'll build the route, but let me see. The Trotman show, how far does US dollar show? Pretty far, but I will say Thailand, well, I live probably in the most expensive part of Thailand, but Thailand definitely isn't the cheapest country in Southeast Asia, and it's definitely not as cheap as people think it is. Obviously, it's way cheaper than it is in the West, and much cheaper than it is in New York City, where I'm from. Like, I lived in one of the most expensive cities in the world. I mean, I'll say this. I have a house with a pool. That's something I could never have in New York City. But having it here in Phuket is way more expensive than having the same type of living situation in another part of Thailand. But the US dollar it stretches a lot farther than, I've been able to save a lot of money, and I definitely don't have to budget as much as I did when I lived in New York, but it isn't as cheap as people think that it is. But if you're coming from the United States, it's going to seem really cheap. What's your favorite Eastern country? My favorite Eastern country, I think I'm in it. Thailand for sure, but I mean, I guess I'm a little biased. I live here, and so let's not count Thailand then, because I live here. And I know it's my favorite because when I lived in New York and I used to travel, at the end of my trip, I didn't want to come home. But now when I travel, at the end of my trip, I want to come home. So other than Thailand, where else did I love? I have to say either Japan or mainland China. Those two I really loved, but I wouldn't live in either of them. Can you give an example of a difference in grocery prices? Yes, grocery prices it's a really good comparison. So I used to go grocery shopping in New York once a week for one person, just for myself. And every week I used to spend probably anywhere from $150 minimum for a week of groceries to $200 once a week. And that would give me enough food to cook. I'm a health and fitness girl, so I meal prep. I cook in bulk. I cook for the week. So it would give me enough to meal prep for the week. Now, I grocery shop less than once a week. Okay, so my meal prep lasts me probably 2 weeks, and I just freeze everything. And I probably pay $60. $60 for groceries every 2 weeks. Yeah. And because I cook, and because I eat clean, it's an expensive diet. So if you eat out, it's actually cheaper for you. Because I cook, it's more expensive for me. So grocery shopping is a good, I saw was a good comparison. I've only been to Greece and, of course, connection in Denmark. Yeah, I've been to Greece. Greece is nice. I don't really want to live anywhere in the West, though, but it's nice to visit. Thailand is cheap until you integrate with the locals. Then the Farang always pays. Oh, Mark. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Push. Welcome. I am a virtual math teacher. I was a classroom teacher for over a decade. I was a public school teacher for the New York City Department of Education. I taught high school math, and then I moved here because I took a job as an international at a school as a teacher at an international school teaching math. I did that for 1 year, but then I found a remote teaching position. So I teach students that are in New York State, but I teach them from here. So my work hours are, I start from 6:30 p.m. and I go from till 1:30 a.m., which works out better for me because now I get to experience Thailand during the day. I have the whole day to myself. That was something I was missing when I first moved here and I was working the classroom job. Mark, don't you eat at the mall and eat street? Sometimes, Mark, but I am very serious about the gym. I train 5 days a week, so I have to stay on my regiment and I have to eat clean. And I love Thai food, and the food here is great, but there's a lot of hidden sugars and oils in it. So it's like a treat for me to eat at the mall or eat street food or eat Thai food or anything. Who is that? Summit. Hi, Summit. Welcome. welcome. Okay, so back to the app, and we can still chat. I mean, I'm loving the chat. There's a lot to talk about today. Yeah, exactly. So for me, just because of the lifestyle that I live, I like to cook my own food, but nobody really cooks here. There is no dietary guidelines. That's a good idea. I just joined for the Fable news, but you sound like a kind and interesting person, so I've subscribed. Oh, thanks, Sheesh. Yeah, I do it every day. Every day around the same time, I do it. I will be traveling in July, so there'll be 2 weeks where I won't be able to stream, sadly. But it's a trip that's been on my bucket list for ages, so I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I do it every day. But thanks, Shisha. I really appreciate that. I'm never going to be the one, you're not going to come on here and find me saying, hey guys, like and subscribe. That's so cringy. Like, you're never going to find me saying that. Like, it gives me the ick when people say that. So it's like people who want to subscribe, it's because they genuinely want to. And that's what I want. I want it to be authentic. So you're never going to hear me say that. So I appreciate you, Sheesh. I really do. Okay, so then you build your route, and it comes up with a custom itinerary for you. Now, this is the sick. This part that's coming up next, this part is really sick, and it was Fable 5's idea, and I absolutely love it. It made me so happy. But then you get your map, and it generates your route. I'll just replay it for you because it's so sick. It may seem like nothing to you, but as somebody who's an amateur, the fact that Claude did it, I didn't do it, just makes me it's so satisfying. And then there was this is so unnecessary, by the way, but I wanted a 3D version, and it's just for fun. It's just eye candy, but there's really no value in it. Again, it's not like I'm selling this or anything. I'm just using it as a means to learn. So there's a 3D version just for fun. Just for fun. Not necessary at all, but it's just for fun. I had fun building it, so. Hi, Sammy. Oh, thank you. That really means a lot. I've worked really hard on this. I'm not going to lie. Like, coming on here every day as somebody who really doesn't know what they're doing, I'm being very vulnerable. I'm learning in public. I'm not teaching in public. And as somebody, I am an educator. I'm a teacher. So it has been such a breath of fresh air to now be the student. I didn't even realize how much I needed that in my life. Because when you're always the teacher, it's tiring. Like, I want to learn something new. So Yeah, it's been, so thank you for saying it's impressive. Like, it means a lot. I worked on this map. Anybody who's been here from the beginning, it was like beating a dead horse with this map, but I finally got it to a place that I truly love. Um, let's even build out, let's make it so Chiang Mai is involved, so we get a little northern action. A little northern action. And you see the route? Yeah, and then you see that. Cool, cool, cool. You can get the topographical aspect, most folks do not realize. Yeah, so that was the goal with the 3D version, was to get that, and this is as far as I've gotten. And RPI, who's usually here, RPI, he's a viewer who has really helped me with this map and somebody that I really trust here. And he has taken the time out of his days to write me prompts. And he's helped me get what I wanted. And Claude even knows, oh, your viewer knows their stuff. But Mark, I'll tell you, the map is just something I'm going to play around with off stream from now on my own time for fun, because I just need to take a break from the map. I OD'd, and my brain is tired of the map. I may not ever be done with it. You know, I still want, like you said, the topographical aspect. That's what I really wanted. It has to be something that I do off stream, because I beat a dead horse. I went down a rabbit hole with this map. Sheesh, what math? So high school math is my specialty. So I've taught Algebra 1, geometry, SAT math, and calculus. But algebra and calculus were probably my two specialties. It was always my dream in high school to teach calculus one day, and when they finally let me teach a calculus class, that was like, I couldn't wait to show the Mean Girls clip. But the students these days, they didn't appreciate that. But that was a dream of mine at one point. Push. You got Pro or Max? I have Pro, and it's not, well, so look, I have it set to Fable 5. I haven't done anything yet, but it's giving me this. Claude Fable 5 is currently unavailable. So I'm curious. I didn't change it. I know it's not going to work, but I kind of want to see what the message is when I run a prompt. So after the map, you scroll down, and it gives you the weather by region for the month that the user chose, because in Thailand, the weather is regional. The season is not the same in every region of the country. So based on the month that they chose and the regions in their itinerary, it tells them what the weather will be. You know, just an educated guess, because it is a tropical, it is tropical here, so the weather is unpredictable. Like, it's rainy season here, but it's been beautiful weather today. It's been super sunny, and you know, so it is unpredictable, but just like to give people an idea. And then it gives you the day-by-day plan. Interesting question. So the calculus curriculum in the United States, it's AP calculus, and there's a AB version, which is just calculus 1, and a BC version, which is calculus 1 and 2 in 1 year. Sorry, something else came up in the chat. Does it include vector, integral? So integrals are included in both the AB and BC curriculums. Vectors are included in the BC curriculum, and that's it. Hi, Azor. Welcome. How are you today? And Mark, the air quality is included. It is included in the weather. But good point. Good point to bring up. So, you said noise. So the last thing I added yesterday was this expand. I wanted this to be collapsed because this was getting very long. And then it gives you the day-by-day plan. Just as I say, alive is always what is up. Happy to hear that you're alive. Happy to hear that you're alive. We missed you yesterday. And not much. Fable 5 is, I'm sure you already heard, but it's suspended. So, yeah, I'm glad we got a few days to play around with it while we could. I feel excited about the future. AI is great, and it will accelerate humans' progress. I feel like my mind can't stop thinking of ideas. Yeah, Sammy, I feel the same. And ever since I started doing this, honestly, I can't really sleep at night because my ideas are going kind of crazy. And I'm still learning how to articulate them the best to Claude. And I have to take Azor's idea. Azor suggested to me a little while back that I need to start drawing things out on paper and then submitting that into AI but I guess sometimes I don't even know what I want it, like I know what I want it to look like, but I don't at the same time. Like some of my ideas are so complicated, but I need to like learn how to hone it in. And I think if I can put it on paper, like Azor recommended to me, in the future, maybe in my next project, it will help me hit the ground running. Yeah, it is a great idea, right? Because I'm realizing, I think I'm explaining something clearly, and then it comes up with something, and it's not what I had in my head. Didn't really miss it. I was just attaching. Oh shit, Azor! Once again, Azor. You're just proving to be more and more self-sufficient as the days go on. PM2 is important. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, for sure. So it does. The weather does mention something about the air quality. So now we have this leave a review section again. Azor's idea. He's full of great ideas. And we finally, yesterday, I completed all of that with the back end and Supabase and all of those things. And RPI, who I don't think is here right now. I mean, it is Saturday. I hope he's enjoying his weekend. He helped me with some security measures because thanks to Mark, he reminded me, when we came up with this idea, he reminded me about the defamation laws in Thailand, which are very serious here. So I want to make sure that I'm protected. So reviews can only be approved by me, and some other security measures were put in place. I'm not exactly sure. RPI kind of led the way yesterday, but he looked at it. He told me it was good. Who's that? How do you say your name? Vrek? Am I saying that right? Hi, Vrek. Welcome. I'm building a Thailand itinerary builder. It generates a unique itinerary for anybody who wants to travel to Thailand but maybe doesn't know where to start planning their trip, or maybe they're overwhelmed. Yeah. If okay, in Phuket, there should be a review. Look, this is how I tested it. Virek. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Sometimes I'm so sorry. But this is a review that I wrote. It's a genuine review because this beach, Freedom Beach, is my favorite beach in Phuket, which is where I live. So I wrote my own review to test it out on the back end. Oh, you're laughing. Oh, no. How do you say it? Can you spell it out for me? Yeah. So it works. It works. And I truly love this feature, Azor's feature, because this is something that will bring the user a lot of value. As somebody who does a lot of trip planning, I do read the reviews a lot, and it helps me make decisions on, is this an activity that's worth my time and worth the journey? Should I stay at this hotel? You know, all of those things. I read a lot of reviews, so I think it's super useful and really a great addition to the app. This is so cool, man. It makes me happy seeing human progress. Oh, thanks, Sammy. Yeah, I am really proud of it. Like, I feel myself learning, and I'm just super proud, and I'm having a good time doing it, and meeting a lot of new people in the chat, and grateful every day for everybody that shows up here and helps me and gives me their input. Because this, like, doing and collaboration is really the best way to learn. Grandma. Hi, Grandma, welcome. Grandma, I sound like I'm calling you Grandma. I'm in Phuket. Are you in Thailand? Is Central Thai hard to learn? You mean like the language? It's a hard language. It's definitely a hard language. I know a little bit of Thai. Laguna in Phuket? Or is there another Laguna? But the language is hard. I know a little bit more than the average foreigner, just because I've been living here for a while, and also when I was teaching at the international school, a lot of my students were Thai, and they taught me a lot. They taught me like the numbers, and a few other things. So I have picked up on more than enough to get by. More than enough that when I do speak it, the locals think that I'm Thai, and then they start trying to have a whole conversation with me. And hold on, sorry, there's a lot going on in the chat. Yes. Oh, you're in Bangtao. Who did I forget? I'm new in Claude. Oh, sorry. I'm new in Claude and in AI building, so where should I start from? Oh, well, I'm new too. So I'll tell you right now, I'm building in Claude Code, and I'm using Replit to deploy my app. After this app, I'm going to work with Vercel. That was a highly suggested platform to use to deploy my apps. Replit is just what I knew, and I have credits in Replit until the end of the month, so I just wanted to use them. So that's why I'm using Replit, and that's really all I have to compare it to. I mean, you should have seen me in day one. I was using ChatGPT and Claude and Replit. God knows what I was doing. I was a hot mess. So where should you start from? I would say Claude, and then VREC. What are you trying to build? What are you trying to accomplish? Maybe, I mean, I don't know if I can help you so much, but I'm sure there are a lot of people in the chat that can help you, and I can just share my experience as a beginner, since you're also a beginner. Sammy, start with what you want to build and talk to Claude. Oh, you're answering VREC, but thank you for that. Hamza. Hi, Hamza. I haven't ran a prompt yet. It's still set from yesterday. It's still set. So I haven't, should I run a prompt and we can just see what the error, the message is going to be? Yeah, it's the best advice, is just start doing. I mean, I built my own personal brand website just on Replit a few months ago, because for their 10th birthday, they gave out unlimited credits for 24 hours. And when I tell you, I just used Replit and I was just winging it. I was just saying anything to it. I mean, now I have way more of a structured workflow. But yeah, I guess you have to start kind of messy And then you kind of realize, okay, I need some type of structure and routine here. Oh my God, so many people in the chat, guys. Mahir? I think you need to add budget and then optimize the plan based on budget. Also, it's good to have hotel suggestions. This is also linked to the budget. Yeah, so I don't know when you joined, but you do pick the budget up here on the onboarding. You do pick your budget. Yeah, Azor, I was thinking about you. I was thinking, like, you had been saying, was it you? Somebody sent me the video, like, about, what's going to happen when everything crashes, but these are just things that we've spoken about. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Limon. Hi, Limon. Why just Thailand, though? It's just because I live here. And I'm learning how to vibe code, so I figured, let me build something on a place that I have a lot of knowledge on. There were a lot of things that we tweaked in this app. For example, the day-by-day plans. They were sometimes coming up with days that were unrealistic, or they were suggesting activities that I know for a fact are closed during certain months because of the weather. So with Thailand, I have a lot of knowledge on it, and I can make sure that the information is credible. I am a world traveler, so I think in another version of this, I would like to make it a global trip planner, but there would have to be a lot of work that I have to do to make sure that the information that's being produced for the user is actually credible and realistic. And just like the things with the reviews and the defamation laws in Thailand, like, these are things that I have knowledge on. So for the sake of learning how to vibe code, that's why I'm just choosing Thailand for now. And then, maybe maybe in the future, when I'm more confident in my skills, I can expand it. But this is just for the sake of learning, and I live here and I have knowledge on it, so that's why. And then let me see what else. Why they banned after releasing it. I think VREC, it was just like super powerful. People were doing a lot more with it than what I'm doing. So I think that's why. Then just go from there. I think it will get back sooner than we think. All right, let's hope Sammy. 2 theories. Trump wants to raise stock prices, or he's mad at Anthropic didn't sign military. Hi, Smack. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Again, the U.S. government is what it is. Hi, Prof. Welcome. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so much chatting. I have to now think about what I want to do. Let me see this. Hi, Nama. Welcome. Grand Rising. There was something I feel like I didn't like that it did yesterday at the end of my stream, and this is what I get for not writing it down. Let's just build anything. Okay. So here, this is like a bug. It says it says expand all, but it's already expanded. And now it collapses and now it expands. Okay. Let's see. It's not going to let me use Fable 5, and I'm still on it. But I just kind of want to see what it tells me. Let's just see. Okay, so there's a bug with the expand all, collapse all button that was just added. When the user scrolls down, everything is already expanded, but the button says expand all. But then when you click it twice, it collapses and then it expands. Moral of the story is the button doesn't work. That was terrible, and I knew it didn't pick it up. I knew it. Always, the first time I use spokenly. It will say it doesn't exist or something. Oh, Fable 5. Yeah, I know. I just want to see what it says because I haven't even used it yet. There's a bug with the expand all button. When the user scrolls down to the day-by-day plan, it's already expanded when it should be collapsed. What is it doing? Ah, I was like, it's thinking. All right, back to Opus 4.8. I mean, for me, Opus 4.8 is it's gonna do what I need it to do. Are you there? Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see what the message would say. That's all. I knew it wasn't gonna work. For me, Opus 4.8 is going to give me what I need, but for what everybody else is doing, I'm so sorry, guys. I feel bad. And also, I really feel bad for the people who did buy a subscription that maybe was out of their budget just to have the chance to use it. I did have a few viewers. What? I did have a few. What is going on? That's never happened before. Okay, it's thinking. I had a few users that came in after the first day that I experimented with Fable 5, and they purchased a subscription that maybe was out of their budget just to try it, and that just sucks. And the project that I was building in Fable won't let me. No way. Nama, so did you start that project in Fable 5? Oh, that freaking sucks. I hope that doesn't happen here. Yeah, Azor, I'm seeing that in real time. I am seeing that in real time, and definitely an interesting time for me to, oh no, something red. An interesting time for me to start learning with all this happening. Yep, it may be a user error, but for some reason it's not coming up. Shoot, Nama. So I started this with Opus, did I start it with Opus 4.8? Or was it even 4.7? Because Opus 4.8 was only released 10 days before Fable 5, so I can't remember what day I started this project, but I didn't start it with Fable 5, so maybe that's why I'm able to open it, but oh my god, that would mess me up. That would really mess me up. Where does Claude keep its projects? Locally, there's a folder on my computer that it keeps it in. So. Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe Nama can access their project that way. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, right? Love the Disney reference. I love Disney. Have a Disney tattoo and everything. Let me see. That's the philosophy behind FOSS. Everything has to be free and open source, or once the company decides to stop a service, you're using your project. Yeah, I know that that's what you have been saying. And yeah, we're actually really experiencing it now. That's crazy. Do you back that folder up? Well, Mark, I should. Now I'm going to. Now I'm going to. Yeah, Nama, good. I'm glad that people were able to help you and give you that idea. I'm really hoping for you, Nama. I'm really hoping for you. Keep us updated. You should add a seasonal weather overlay that flags bad coast and date combinations. Sheesh, what recommendation do you have for that? Because I have this weather section that tells the user about the weather in each region that they're traveling. Like, as you notice, central, it's rainy season, but in the north, it's green season during that time. I'm willing to, and I have been thinking about updating the weather section. So any suggestions that you have for that, I'm interested in. I'll probably come back to it at the end, because at this point I have made so many detours and have gone down so many rabbit holes with this app, and it's close to having all of the planned features built out. I have to see if I even want the rest of it, because now there's so much more in this app than I thought that I was gonna have. Let me see. The chat Fable project should be on a hard drive also, then just pick it up with another model. Okay, 5 a.m. here. Glad I came across your channel, and thanks, chat. This is an awesome crew. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Nama. I'm glad that you had a good experience here in the chat. It was nice to meet you, and I really, really hope that you get your project back. I really, really hope you do. That would make me so sad. Even local daily bag on the same. Hard to remember. Claude can hallucinate. Yep. I've picked up anti-gravity about 5 or 6 times in a row now. Okay. Do you have the app on GitHub? I do have it on GitHub, but it's private. Right now, I just want to keep everything private. It is kind of live. I just haven't, and anybody who hasn't been in the chat doesn't know about it, so I can give you the link to it. I didn't attach the subdomain or anything to it yet, but there's the domain that Replit generated, so I'll give that to you in a minute. Let me see what Sammy said. Try this if your debugging didn't work. You see there's a cursor in the Claude app, so click it and select the bug you have until it. Okay. Oh, here. You're talking about here? This cursor? Yeah, that's true. For me, everything's on GitHub, so at least I have that. Let me pull this. It should fix the bug. I mean, it was a pretty straightforward bug, I feel like. Just a minimal thing. It should have been easy enough to fix. So let's see. Let's see. Wait, why did it should have went to the top. I don't like that. When you reload the page, it's not going up to the top of the screen. Let's say you land in Phuket. You like night markets. You're fast-paced. Let's go in March. And you have to visit Chiang Rai. Why not? Why not? Cool. Every time. I never get over it. Okay, I have to check for the bug. Aha, good. All right, everything is collapsed now. and then you can expand it. Okay. Let's see the chat. You could also add offline access. I'd assume some of the smaller islands have patchy signal. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, internet is pretty good in Thailand. Let me just see something. So, yeah, now it's not scrolling to the top. Ooh, that bothers me so much. Okay, that worked, but now whenever I reload the page, it doesn't bring me back up to the top, to the hero section, so that needs to be fixed immediately. So here, let me show you. I'll give you the link to what it is now, and then Sheesh, if you want to take a look at it, and you can give me your suggestions about the weather. I am interested in updating that section, so yes, Mark, I am. I'll be honest. It's been a little while since I've checked it on a smartphone, but that was something from the first prompt I ever gave Claude. Claude knew it has to be compatible on mobile, but I need to check that out. So I'm gonna put this in the chat for you. Thailand itinerary builder.replit.app. That won't be its official domain, but I'll deal with that last when I'm ready to give it to my Thailand following, the people who ask me about traveling to Thailand. Anybody here who sees it, I don't mind if you look at it now, just because we're kind of coding and building it together. But for people who actually want to use it to plan a trip, I just want to wait until I give it to them. Check and test. 90% of your time it's going to be check and test rather than feature add. Yeah, for sure, Mark. I do have to check it. I do. Thanks for reminding me. I will do that. I'll do that later off stream. I just been getting a little carried away these days. I'm gonna be honest. I got a little carried away this week. I think this whole week, I think I got super carried away. I didn't anticipate the direction that it was going. So, yeah, you like it, Azor? I'm so glad. It's really all thanks to RPI. And I'm glad that I even got to play around with. He sent me another prompt that I played around with off stream last night while I still had Fable 5. So he's great. A lot of great people show up here every day. Make you a regression test cases also. Yeah, Mark, were you on the stream when we did that? When we set up, you say regression test, but we set up the unit test, and I did notice it performing some unit tests after, whenever Claude saw fit. Let's see. Confirmed, fixed, and pushed. Okay. Oh yeah, I totally forgot we did that yesterday. Let me play around with that. Let me just make sure if I go here and reload, we're back at the top. Yeah. Regression, just when you check that what you've done has not broken anything previously working. Okay, yeah, I think that's what we did. Oh, you guys are playing around with it yourself. You notice the the street view, and yeah, we did that yesterday. And if you're new here, I am limited because my device can't handle anything too heavy, and then my stream starts to crash. So those are all things that I keep in mind as I'm building. So in terms of the map, a lot of people have suggested implementing Google Maps and the API and things like that, but those are all things that kind of hurt the health of my stream. So for now, with the device that I have to keep everything like this. But yeah, let me go to Koh Samui because I've never been there. Let's see. Let's go to Koh Samui, guys. Oh, okay. Where are we? A lot of greenery. I like that. Oh, it takes you to a villa. But then I guess, can you just... Oh, now I'm inside a restaurant. Go anywhere? Let's go here. Ah, nice. Yeah. Jungle Route 360. Yeah, so that was something we added in yesterday. It's the best that I can do with my device. Let me see. Some street views also have extra imageries, but yeah, I was playing around with it. Like, it takes you here in Bangkok, and then if I click on the map, I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it. When I was, Khao San Road is the party road. And yesterday when I was playing around with this, I was like, wait a minute. There was a street. And I was like, I was standing here waiting for a cab after being at the party street. Completely sober, by the way, because I don't drink alcohol, but you don't need that to have a good time. I can still go out and have a good time and not have a sip of alcohol. But yeah, I knew it. I was over here waiting for a cab, and I was like, after I was at Khao San Road, now I'm on the map. Khao San Road is right here. I freaking knew it. I knew it. I know my stuff, man. Yeah, so I guess you can go, let's see. Can I take you? Where can I take you? God, Bangkok is massive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is... I don't know. I don't know where I am. Central. I don't know. I could play around with this all day. Where is that on the map, Mark? I'm getting confused. There's so much of Bangkok that I haven't touched. I don't know, but anyway. It's in some... Yeah, I don't know where that is. Now the map is looking crazy. But anyway. We could all play around with that forever because I love maps and things like that. What was I saying? What was I doing? Okay, that was the bug that was fixed. Now this has collapsed. Let's see what else is on the... Head down off Sukhumvit. Okay, so I'll leave this. Let me just get Claude working. Let's see, the usage should be better today, right? Should be much better today. 15% used. Okay. Well, hey, it reset my weekly usage. Yesterday, I was at like 30%, and it resets every Thursday night, And I was like, damn, I ain't making it. I'm not making it till next Thursday because yesterday was Friday. And I'm like, I already used 30%. I'm not making it. So they did reset. They reset our weekly usage. That was nice. In day-to-day life, how present is Buddhism really? Like ordinary people go to temples regularly, or is it more occasional? That's a good question, Sheesh. And I don't really know the answer to that. I mean, I will say when I had my teaching job here, I would have to leave for work very early in the morning. I started work at 7:30, so I would be on the road by like 7, and you would see the monks walking on the side of the road and stuff. Okay, Mark is good at answering that because Mark spends a lot of time in Thailand. Live route, real cost estimate, hotel PDF, share, export. Ooh, Sammy, see if any of those ideas are interesting. I asked you to come after viewing the site. Okay, Sammy, if you don't mind, I'm gonna just screenshot what you wrote in the chat so I can make a note of it later. And these are all things that we could work on once I'm done building out what was originally on the plan. I have so many notes from all the viewers that I have to go back at the end. I need to keep myself on track a little more. I've gone on so many detours. So for sure, 100% Azor. And like, that's just the one thing about Thailand. You know, they call it the land of smiles. And there's a reason why they call it that. A Thai temple is a bizarre mix of deeply religious place and a theme park. 100%. Mark. 100%. Okay, let me see. Still in the agenda, whenever you want them, the trip toolkit, visa basics, packing tips, and the final micro animation pass. Okay, so 15 days ago, whenever the heck it was that I started building this app, there was like a 10-step feature list. And this final one is the last feature. And now there's just so much going on this app. I'm wondering if this is too much, but it's supposed to be a trip toolkit with like your visa basics and your packing tips. I'm just gonna go for it. If we feel like now the app is too much, I could always make that a separate project. But I kind of just want to see what the original plan was, and then I can make my decision on like what should I eliminate and what should I add. But I just want to follow through with the plan. Visa basics and things like that, that is very important. But that section is something that will have to be updated often because Thailand changes their immigration rules. Like we change our underwear, which hopefully is often. You make me want to move to Thailand. I mean, that's a compliment, Sheesh, because I just really love Thailand. Like I really do. And I really encourage everybody to visit. And once you do, I feel like you get it. It's not just, yeah, the beaches are great. The scenery is great. The nature is great. It's the feeling. It's the feeling that you get here that makes you want to stay. It doesn't become about the beaches and the islands anymore. Thailand is a feeling. So yeah. Nice. Okay. All right, I'm ready for the trip toolkit. But yeah, it's true. Thai immigration, they do change their oh, I don't even have music on, guys. That's like serial killer vibes. Okay. yeah, Thai immigration changes their visa rules and their entry rules and all of that very, very often. So it is something for me to think about. It's something that I will have to update as immigration updates their rules. And sometimes their rules are not easy to understand. And sometimes they just changed something and they made it official, but it wasn't official yet. It's Thai immigration is definitely the most complicated one. But so this is something I'll have to definitely continuously update because it's very important. It's like, forget about what to pack. You can buy everything here, but you need to make sure you have what you need to enter the country. So, but I already know that. Um, and it's very valuable. Visa questions that's like probably the second most popular question that I get. It's about the visas and the entry requirements and all those things. But this is the final feature. I just don't know if it's going to be too much. And it also depends on what your passport is, if you're even eligible for the now it's the 30-day visa exempt, but I mean, it's for people from over 90 countries, but there are still, plenty of people whose passports aren't eligible for that. And then you can extend it for another 30 days, but it used to be 60 days, and then you can extend it to 90 days. And then before this change, they limited those extensions to only twice a year. I was still never really clear on those rules, but they weren't really applicable to me because I have a DTV visa. So my visa is good for 5 years, 180 days at a time. Just link the Thai embassy in the country. Oh yeah, duh. Mark. I'll definitely do that. That's also I don't want it to come from me because one of many reasons I'm so grateful for this niche, this vibe coding niche, and the people that come here and chat. For the most part, everybody that comes in here is so kind and so helpful and they want to collaborate. But in my other niche, the travel niche and the living in Thailand niche, people love to hate. I don't understand any short or reel that I post, there's always those people who are like, that's not true, that's a scam. There is something about the expat, some of the expats that move to Thailand that kind of think that they know it all. And damn, the amount of hate comments I get on my Thailand content is actually crazy. And I'm just like, why is everybody so mean? That's just my experience. And actually a lot of other Thailand content creators, they get similar feedback. There's one girl who lives in Koh Samui who posts similar content to me, and I saw her make a post the other day like, why are all of these like middle-aged guys on Facebook always writing mean comments on my content? You live in Thailand, like you're living the dream. Why are you sitting here writing mean comments to me? And I was like, wow, I couldn't relate more to that. Valorant lovers. There are many expat room Thai. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like that bothers me because Thai people, like the locals, have such the opposite energy. But some of the people from the West that come here are just not it. Not all of them. There are, plenty of expats that are open-minded and have the same mindset as me, but there are those types of people that do come here and then they feel like they know it all and you know nothing. And good thing I don't really care and I'm good at ignoring people, and they give me engagement, so whatever. But every time I see it, I kind of just roll my eyes. I'm like, another one of those. When anything I do share is factual. Like, if you've been here building with me, you know that I'm paying attention to the details that the app is producing and making sure that it makes sense. Like, I'm not feeding BS to people. Just sharing my experiences going through getting the visa. I did it on my own. A lot of people hire an agent. A lot of people hire a lawyer. I don't think it's necessary, so I try to just spread that to people that you don't need an agent. Like, you can very well do this on your own, and it's not as scary as people. There's a Facebook group for the visa that I'm on. Oh my God. The worst type of people are in that Facebook group. A bunch of fear mongers. And it's not, applying for the visa is not like that at all. So I try to spread that news. But whatever, people want to be miserable. Yeah, for sure. I just don't understand why they got to be mean. Okay, what did I get? The visa basics. I wonder what it came up with. Because I'm not sure if that's going to actually be accurate, but we'll take a deep dive. 2 boarding pass cards side by side. Stacking on mobile, so it kept mobile in mind. Hi, Neil. Welcome back. Welcome back. 5 honestly caveated bullets. Visa-free entry for many Western passports. Up to 60 days. See, this is already wrong. It's not current. It's not current. The 6-month passport. The TDAC, okay. Onward travel, hotel. I've never been asked of that, but maybe it's because of the visa that I'm on. I never understand who think they know everything. The less someone knows about a subject, the more. Isn't that true, sheesh? Isn't that true? Hi, Neil. No, trust me, I know that you're not rude. I know that you're not rude. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, just because yesterday it was Friday, and I had to work my actual job at night, so I didn't have any free time. And then this morning, I'll be honest with you, it's been sunny, so I just spent the day in the pool and I didn't watch any TV. But maybe tonight. Okay, Neil? I promise I'm going to watch it. How long are the episodes, if you don't mind me asking, just so I know what I'm getting myself into? Because if it's short, I could commit to 1 episode tonight. Rules vary by nationality. Da-da-da. Yeah. They've never checked for me, though. But again, I never came on a visa exempt. There's a mosquito. It's going to bite my face. Get away. Maybe it's because I was on a work permit and then the DTV, it's different. I've never been asked, but I'm always prepared to show it. Packing tips. Okay. Let's see. 1 episode is like, oh, I can easily commit to 1 episode tonight. Yeah, but the DTV it's technically a tourist visa though. It's a long-term tourist visa. Like, you can't open up a bank account or anything on it. You can't do it. It's not a resident visa. So like, if I wanted to get my driver's license, my Thai driver's license, I would have to go to immigration and apply for the resident permit. I had a resident permit when I was on my non-B visa, but because I worked so much, I never had the time to go get my license. So now I have the time to go get it, but I have to jump through hoops to get it. So I should have just gotten the license when I should have just made it happen when I was on the other visa, but I didn't have the time. Like, I truly didn't have the time. All right, let's see what this toolkit is. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of work. No. No, no. Hi, Nigel. How's Fable? It's dead. Rest in peace. Did you hear that the U.S. government suspended it? We can't use it. Yeah, no, DTV does not give you residence. It's considered a tourist visa, a long-term tourist visa. No, no, no. Neil, you're good. You're good. You're always good. We talk about off-topic things. Don't worry. We're chilling. We're vibe coding. We're vibing. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Naidul, you didn't hear? Azor. Alrighty. Here are the day by days. Let's see. All right. Here's the toolkit. Visually, I already see it needs some work. But let me not worry about the design, or should I worry about the design? Sure, no problem, Neil. See you in a bit. Visa. Okay, they have the official e-visa portal. Many visitors, US, UK, EU, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, can enter visa-free for tourism up to 60 days of 2024. That's wrong. Azor, for some reason, I picture you with your evil laugh. Because you're right, you're not depending on AI, and like you're an actual manual coder, so you're probably like doing your evil laugh. Opens a can of soda, like I'm chilling. It's all good. Passport should be valid for at least 6 months beyond. Okay. Thailand uses a TDAC. We should actually put a link. We should have a link to the TDAC site. I don't know. I have that saved. Yep, that is so true. Like I always say, my friend, she came to visit. She brought this huge suitcase with her, and she was only here for a week. I'm like, what are you doing? You don't need anything. Like, you can buy everything here. Keep proof of onward travel and hotel booking handy. Border officers. That's true. That's hilarious. Staying longer, a visa-free entry can usually be extended once by 30 days at immigration. Okay. Visa rules depend on your nationality and change often. Okay, this opens up the official. Okay, that's good. This is where I applied for both of my visas that I've been on. But that TDAC link should also be included here, and this information needs to be updated. I didn't even look at the packing tips yet, but let me first just speak to Claude. I won't send it yet, so I don't lose my train of thought. Okay, the visa basics need to be updated. You mentioned that many visitors can enter visa free for up to 60 days as of 2024. That rule actually just changed and they set it back to 30 days, with the option of still extending it another 30 days at an immigration office. So use web search and make sure you have the correct information on that. What does it always say? Like, gives me a French word afterwards. Also, I like how you included the official Thailand e-visa portal. I like that there's a link to that. We should also link the official website for the TDAC, the digital arrival card, because there are many scammy websites out there that ask people to pay to fill out their digital arrival card, but that is a free service and you have to use the official website. Not that Claude needs to know all this information, right? Like I say it's too much. It's not picking up. E-visa portal. I like that there's a link to that, which will it's pick up TDAC. Okay, I wonder if it'll have. I don't really want to go into my links right now and find it. What else? Okay, let me see the chat. R.I.P. Fable, yeah. It's ironic that a fable means a short fictional story designed to teach a moral lesson. Oh, shoot. Sheesh. You're right. You know, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, why the name? Why Fable? When I think of Fable, I think about reading a fable, a fictional story. That's literally the first thing that came into my mind when I heard the name. I was like, why the name? And you're right. It's something that teaches you a moral lesson. Whew. Now we're getting deep, yo. We're getting deep. Like, that's pretty deep. For me, my info is here. Would be great if you add SEO. Meanwhile, Mythos. Be great if I add SEO. So what, Nigel, what should I tell Claude? Literally means myth and doesn't exist. That's also, okay, guys, we're like I feel like this is like a stoner conversation. Like, we're getting deep, yo. But no, right, you're right. It's a myth. That's crazy. These names, they are onto something. Okay. Packing tips. Clothes that cover shoulders and knees for temples. Yes, very important. You have to cover your shoulders and knees for temples. A light scarf, blah, blah, blah. That's good. Reef safe sunscreen. Regular sunscreen is restricted in time. Okay. That's probably true. I've never seen somebody like clocking the sunscreen that people are using though. Is that like a necessary thing to put there? It's a little extra. Opus means work. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. These names, I should look into them more. Oh yeah, no, I know what SEO is. Just if I wanted to add that, I haven't even thought about it being searched in Google or anything like that. Again, just because I'm not selling it or anything, I'm just learning, so my mind hasn't even gone there. Hey, RPI, welcome. Welcome. In a minute, RPI, I'll show you. I played around a little bit more with the texture and the elevation just for fun last night with the comment that you gave me. But that's just something I'm just gonna play with off stream because the map rabbit hole for me. Something it's fun for me. It's not valuable anymore at this point, but I'll continue to play with it because I like it. A light jacket or quick dry clothes, a light jacket or layer. Northern mornings around Chiang Mai and Pai. Okay, lightweight breathable clothing. Universal adapter. No, Mark, that's not my style. I hate the elephant pants. I cringe every time I see them. Universal adapter, some cash, mosquito repellent. Well, this, I highly suggest you get the mosquito repellent here. I hate the elephant pants. The elephant pants gives me such the ick. I can't stand them. Oh my God. Just so you know, people don't rely on Google search anymore. Just need to let people with travel interests know that it exists. Yeah, Azor, I do realize that. That's why I feel like a lot of people they go to social media more to search things, like to Instagram and TikTok, which is, where I would be I don't even want to say promoting it, because I guess promoting it, right? But I'm not selling it, but just giving it away or spreading the news about it. Yeah, I cannot. Okay, so a couple of things with the packing tips. I don't know about the Reef sunscreen, safe sunscreen. For the packing tips section, I don't know about the Reef safe sunscreen. Maybe we should just say sunscreen. It might be true that regular sunscreen is restricted in Thai marine parks, but I'll be honest with you, I have never seen anybody clock anybody for the tour or for the sunscreen that they're using. So that just seems a little extra, in my opinion. And in regards to the mosquito repellent, I would highly suggest that people come here and buy the mosquito repellent here, because it's designed for the type of mosquitoes that we have. The mosquito repellent that people might buy in the West, it might not work on the mosquitoes here. Let me see. There can be a way to circulate it, sort of. You can bring out a YouTube video. Yeah, yep. That's true. I can make a YouTube video about it. Listening to someone recount their experience in Thailand is inherently more engaging and trustworthy than reading an article. For sure. Like, you're listening to somebody who's living it every day. That's what Prime did with Terminal. He adds his own projects inside small sections like ads, and it works. Yep. Definitely, that's a good idea. I'll make a YouTube video about it when it's all said and done. There's so much I could say about it. And it's good. I could share the screen. I could walk people through it, how to use it. All right. Let's fix that first. The design is falling flat for me, but let me not go down that rabbit hole yet, because as you know, when it comes to me and design, things get a little out of hand. Like you're about to track your way to Pakistan. You can have a small ad break in between talking about it. Oh yeah, that's true. I also have to think about my Pakistan content, because I have to make sure I I'm on the edge of living in the moment, but also I need to take a lot of content while I'm there, because I want people to see that this is a misunderstood region, and I'm going there, and I'm gonna tell you about it, show you what I'm doing in real time. I'm so terrible sometimes at shooting content when I'm actually traveling because I really want to be present and in the moment, but I have to find a balance because what I'm doing is not typical. Okay, so RPI, let me show you if you're still here. So I ran what you gave me in, and it gave me this. But good idea, Azor. Like, I need to be thinking like this more. Too bad Mark's not here. I'm sure he'd give me, that's my manager. I'm sure he'd give me 1,000 ideas. Or not even ideas, he'd just tell me to do it. I don't know if RPI is still there, but don't mind me if I do. Don't mind if I do. Let it be. Things happen when they want to happen. Putting ideas behind the heart leads to their death. That is pretty philosophical. But I do agree with that. Like, things do happen when they want to happen. Like, I have stopped trying to force things to happen a long time ago, and have truly just come to a state of going with the flow, and things fall into place a lot more when you operate that way. I see. Yeah, was the elevation set based on the provinces? I believe so, but here, RPI, let me show you. If I go to tune, if I add tune here, it gives me this adjuster again. And let me go full screen. And let me move myself over here. And I can play with the terrain height. Like this. It's still not exactly what we were talking about because it looks more like puzzle pieces, almost like Legos, instead of like that mountainous textured terrain. It does look cool though. I'm not mad at it. But I still think it's not exactly, but it is by province because in Chiang Mai, that's where it is mountainous. So I don't know. It was definitely interesting progress, and looks cool, but exactly. At the end of the day, it does its thing. I'm not gonna. I'm not going. Right. That's all we want. Exactly. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse anymore with it, and if I want to play, I'll just play off stream, just for fun. I'll play with it, but I'm not gonna. I OD'd on this map. Like, my brain is with this map. It's over it. So down to play with it a little more off stream, but yeah, RPI. It is a jigsaw puzzle effect, but like you can see it more. And I'm not mad at it. I like the way it looks. So just something for me to play with on my own time. Now, let's see. Where's my music keeps going off. What is happening? It's on shuffle. Oh, no one. What playlist am I on? Sorry, guys. No wonder. I'm distracted today. Okay, let's see what it did. Welcome to neurodivergent devs. Yeah, I just have to, it's something I have to do on my own time. I went down a rabbit hole. I'm glad I did, because especially this, I mean, I could replay that over and over and over again and never get bored of it. But that'll just be a fun thing for me to do on my own time. Yeah, it's a club. Let's call it, I like that. It's a club. We're part of a club. All right, let's see. I need some ideas, though, for the design of it. Cool. I say it every time. Oh, wait, this is the tune one. Okay, whatever, it's okay. It's not supposed to be. We don't need tune anymore. Okay, let's see. Many nationalities can enter visa-free for tourism for 30 days, and it can usually be extended once by another 30 days at an immigration office. Your passport should be valid for at least 6 months beyond your arrival. The TDAC digital arrival card is required. Blah, blah, blah. It's free. Only use the official government site. That's good. Keep proof of onward travel. Yep. Also, there's the 20,000 Thai baht requirement, proof of funds. Let me just make sure this is the correct site. Yep, this is it. This is the arrival card. Okay. Clothes that cover shoulder and sunscreen. Quick dry clothes. Leather jacket, lightweight breathable clothing, a universal adapter, some cash, mosquito repellent, ideally bought locally. Thai brands are made. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Now the only thing is that this section, it just looks boring. It's falling flat. Again, it's very wordy. I don't know what it needs. I feel like I need better. I need to give Claude a better. I always say this, and then what else? I feel like it's missing something. Tuned your route to your route and travel month. Okay, that's good. I tried to embed pictures near the markets for each location, but it didn't work. It got too complicated, so you're not the only one who returns to the map just for fun. Okay. Okay, cool. Also, it's great that it is explained simply, not corporate formal language. Exactly. That's the thing, and Claude knows, and it's probably not true for every piece of text on this app, but I really do want Claude to always kind of use my voice as just a normal person where you're kind of getting the information just by talking to a friend rather than some formal website. Never say I need to get better. Say I'm trying to do better. Yeah, for sure. I like that. You know, and that's with many phrases, I feel like, just changing a few words and how you say things is like changes your mindset a lot. Or you changing your mindset makes you rephrase things. Hold on, what am I talking about? Okay. It needs something. I hate the way it looks. And I feel like it needs something more. Wow, I can't believe we're almost done with this app. Whew, it's been a journey. What are we building next? I need to start thinking about that. I have ideas. I mean, we're not going to be done yet. I still have a lot of notes. A lot of tweaking to do. And it definitely needs more pictures throughout. Maybe it should be a list. I don't know if I want another list because that day-by-day plan is very listy. Let me just see. Okay, that's good for now. I have to think there might be other details in terms of information that I want to add to it, but right now I'm not loving the design of the toolkit. It's falling flat for me. It's so many words and so much text and not enough images or pictures. To be honest, I don't really know how I want it to look, so can you give me some options? For seriously, Azor, and that's why I say it every single day at the end of the stream. I am so freaking grateful for everybody that has come here and given their ideas and given their input. This project has turned out to be like exponentially bigger than I thought it ever would. I love it so much. Like, I really, really love it. And because of everybody's ideas, I've learned so much. Like, I can't tell you how happy I am about it. It's really been a huge highlight for me. So I'll always be grateful for everybody who shows up here every day and helps and gives their ideas. And you're right. It's like, this is teamwork at its best. Without everybody's ideas, like, I wouldn't have the review section. God knows what that map would look like without RPI. So many other things. The weather, right? Everybody's input and knowledge, people who also know Thailand well. Yeah. It's been great. And you're right, it would have taken who knows how long. And I still find myself, sitting a little bit confused sometimes. Like yesterday, I'm new now to using Supabase. So we were trying to decipher and figure out what Claude was talking about. So I sat there focusing hard for a while trying to interpret it. But I mean, I figured it out, and that is what we call in education a productive struggle. You know, you have to struggle, think, go back and forth, kind of problem solve, and then come to an understanding. It takes stamina for sure, not to just give up and be like, I don't understand this, forget it. But so I do feel myself also having those productive struggle moments, and like that is something that has been a nice experience for me, because it's what I want my students to feel. Like I want to normalize confusion for them. Like, feeling confused doesn't mean that you'll never know. It means that you have to persevere until you figure it out. But these kids don't have the stamina anymore. As soon as they feel the slightest bit of confusion, they're like, that's it, I don't know, and I'll never know. So putting myself in that position, I know I'm just rambling. You might not even know what I'm talking about, but %. That I mean, I don't say it that way to my students, but the more you struggle and persevere, that's what leads to understanding and like retention of your learning. Because you struggled, you made mistakes, and then you fixed them. Then the lesson learned sticks with you, rather than somebody just telling you this is how you do it. That is why very few people stick with new things long enough to develop it. Yeah, people, it's an uncomfortable feeling, obviously, to feel confused, but you just have to embrace it and realize that confusion leads to growth, and you just have to persevere, and that's how you learn. One thing about me is I'm somebody who just like will never give up on anything. Like, I am not okay with throwing in the towel on anything. Like, I will always persevere. But one thing will remain. Where in the world is your coding, Jillian? I'll get there, hopefully, when I have more time. Where in the world is it? It's in Claude and in GitHub. Okay, I don't even know what it did, but let's see. Let us see. Coding was a friend we had along the way. You know, I never even thought about actually learning how to code until I met you guys. So I do want to learn. Oh, I keep having it on tune. Okay, whatever. It just wasn't part of my plan. So now I'm just trying to figure out how to fit this all into my schedule. Okay. What did it do? I don't see anything. Did I pull it? No. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I'm getting distracted. I don't know what that is, but I think I understand what you're saying. That they like they've just given up. I feel like it's not pulling. Tweak packing. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. As a soul's over, yes, it's a difficult thing. I'm starting to lose my focus now. I feel it. No, Mark, but I should. Not for this project. I have before though, in previous projects, just out of curiosity. I just wanted to know what it looked like. So I have looked at the source code that Claude has made for other things, just out of curiosity. I wanted to see what was going on. I don't see a change. What did it do? Oh, it didn't do anything. It's giving me suggestions. Okay, guys, I'm like, I think I'm tired. I'm sorry. Oh my God. And I could understand it. Not to be honest, not really, Mark. There are few things that I kind of understand. I think just because they're somewhat related to math, but not fully. Okay, icon tiles, checklist, accordion. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh, 3 tabs on top. Oh, it's giving me tabs. Okay, icon tiles. Okay. I think I like the icon tiles, but I think I need to take a break. To be honest, my brain. And I need to think, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what I want to do with it. So, okay. All right. I am 2 hours and 10 minutes in, so I think I'm gonna call it a day, because I can feel myself like I'm losing my focus and I'm pulling when I'm not supposed to be pulling, and I'm getting brain fog, to be honest. If you code and place yeah, the brain fog is definitely real. So I'll pick this up. I'll pick this up tomorrow. Oh God, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't mean to cut you guys off in the middle of your conversation, but I'm getting some serious brain fog. So I think it's a good time for me to pause for today and take some time to think about what I want to do with this section. You need your own time. Yeah, for sure. And again, like I always said, I'm not in a rush, right? And we're actually almost done with this app, and it's bittersweet for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this project has been such an amazing experience and working with all of you guys. So I have a lot of things to think about, how I want to finish this and what I want to do next. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I can't believe this was day 20. It's been 20 days since I started doing this, and it's just been awesome. And like I always say, I am so thankful and grateful for every single one of you that show up in the chat and have given me suggestions, have helped me out. Like, I will never be able to thank you enough. So thank you, everybody. There were so many people, new people, but thank you, Azor, as always. You know, you're my day one. Thank you, RPI. You're the freaking GOAT. Thank you, Mark, for being here. You know, your knowledge on Thailand definitely helps me out a lot in building this. Thank you, Sheesh. You were new, but I love your energy. I hope that we see you again. I loved having you here. It's been absolutely great. I know Neil was here. Thank you, Neil, for joining. I'm definitely going to miss a lot of people because there were a lot of people here. Nidul, thanks for being here. There was Sammy. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. It's overwhelming. Oh, Nama. Oh my God. Thank you, Nama. I really hope that you get your project back. I really, really hope you get your project back. Prof, thank you. Smack, thank you for joining. VREC, thank you for joining. Lamone, what was it? It wasn't the Truman Show. The Trotman Show was here. Thank you, Grandma. I know you live in Bang Tao. And everybody else, Carl, everybody else. There were so many new people today. Oh my God. Like, do I need moderators or something? I don't even know. On days like this, there were like 50 people in here. I think I did a good job managing it though. But anyway, I hope you have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you tomorrow for day 21. And we might just finish this app tomorrow. Maybe. All right, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.